And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now a handoff running through the middle.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Ready.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Third and 2.
Let's go now.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
3rd and 8.
Tag. Buffalo 18. Hey, smash. 19 light.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Come 19. Come 19. Ready.
Looking to throw. Howell. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Fourth down, Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. 18 round. Warriors 70.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Come on, set. Trap 60, trap 60. Hurt, hurt. Take over.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Panther 60, Panther 60.
In motion, the tight end.
Go.
Powell. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Hey. Rig it. No, no. Ready.
Powell from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 1.
Cougar 19. Ready, ready.
Now a handoff looking right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Ready.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Here we go, set. Hurt.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ready? 7 Pirate, 18, Pioneer. Hut.
Operating from the gun. Howell. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. Be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hut, hut.
From the gun, here's Williams. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Go. Street, street. Check out.
Here's Williams. Flush to his right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
It seems like a short distance, but a yard in this situation, not easily done. So big compliments to the guys up front for creating some space, and especially the guy taking the snap and finding a spot, finding a sliver, an opening, and making it work.
Throwing is Williams. That's going to be caught by Rivers. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll look to throw here on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Track at 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go street. 18 rapid, 18 rapid.
Throwing again here, Williams. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. He finds his man complete. It's Flynn. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Alert! Alert! Hut, hut.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Trap 60, trap 60. 79 Bronco. Set go.
On 2nd and 12, Powell. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Bears are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
18, Pioneer. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
60 bicep, 60 bicep. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Williams now. From the gun, he'll throw. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Komet and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over. Seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Lions, it's just their 2nd win here in 11 tries this season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.